I guess this is ViNeel from which channel? I didn't yet decide the channel name yet. From now on, this is not review tech. I'm going to rename this channel, and this is going to be my personal branding channel. So that's why I'm going to rename this. And it's been pretty long since I have made the video, and those who are following from past might have got this doubt. Indeed, suddenly వచ్చి ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడుతున్నాడని. సో ఫ్రమ్ నౌ ఆన్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు మేక్ వీడియోస్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్. ఇప్పటి నుంచి అన్ని వీడియోస్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే ఉంటాయి, ఎందుకంటే తెలుగులో టెక్ క్రియేటర్స్ అయితే చాలామంది ఉన్నారు, అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో కూడా ఉన్నారు, ఇంగ్లీష్లో లేరని కాదు. కొంచెం ఛానల్ రీచ్ని వైడ్గా తీసుకెళ్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను. అండ్ నాకు వచ్చిన సర్కిల్ కూడా ఇప్పుడు ఉన్న సర్కిల్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది కొంచెం పాన్ ఇండియా వరకు ఎక్స్పాండ్ అవుతుంది, ఫ్రెండ్స్ కానీ ఫాలోవర్స్ కానీ ఎవరైనా. So that's why I wanted to make videos in English, and I will admit that my English is not that good, and I'm just getting started, and you might notice some hiccups in the vocabulary and grammar as well. That will fade away as the time passes by. And why this channel shift is going to happen? Like I have said that there are so many tech channels, and previously at the time of establishing this channel, I was completely into tech. Now also I'm completely into tech, but at that time whenever a new mobile release, I was eagerly waiting for it to reveal. But nowadays it's not the case, because if you see from the past few years, there are no major changes in the phones, just they are improving some cameras, some display size, that's all, and they are relaunching them with the higher prices. Some of them are removing some useful features as well. So that's why my interest on that category, mobile phone category, has slowly faded away. But if there is any new technology, I will definitely make a video. And this channel is going to be a mixed channel. Like I will do vlogging, let it be technical or normal, and I will do some these kind of career videos like what you have seen now, and some kind of technical videos as well. These three concepts I will cover in this video, and I'm going to rename the channel as well. And now the question arises, why I'm making these career oriented videos now. I have seen myself in the past few years, compared to my peers of my age in the BTech life, I was a bit ahead in terms of job searching, in terms of skill set improving and all these things. And people are reaching out to me and asking me how to do that, how to whether if they are just getting started to learn a new skill, or if they are making some kind of resume, some kind of job applications out there, they are reaching out to me. But I was not able to reply each and every one of them because of the time constraints. So that's why I want to, if there is any general content, I want to make it as a video and publish it, so that it will be useful for my peers as well, and any upcoming also. That's why I want to make this kind of videos, and even if it help a single person, it will make my day. Today in this video, we will learn how to make a resume for the students and the freshers who are into IT career and wanted to apply for jobs or internships. Because making a good resume is mandatory, because it represents the whole you to the recruiter, and it is the first point of contact between the you and the HR. Well, there is no particular template that can guarantee a job offer for you, but there are certain parameters that you need to consider while making the resume, so that the chances of getting selected will be higher. So these are the main factors according to me. The first one was having an eye-catchy resume. Having said there is no particular template doesn't mean you can throw content anywhere on the page. You have to organize the sections of the resume so that the content that the recruiter is actually looking for will be easily visible. And the second one was including the content that only matters. A common beginner's mistake is that including all the unnecessary details which are not required for the recruiter. For instance, if you take the education section, some might, if you have seen some resumes, they might put a tabular form, and they will list all the education qualifications right from their school, high school, and bachelor's, master's, PhD, if any. That is not mandatory. If you are applying as a fresher, if you are into BTech now, you should include that BTech degree as well as that intermediate degree. That is enough. If you are into masters, you can put that master's degree and that bachelor's degree. Those two are enough. Like that, you have to craft each and every section of the resume. We will look into them as we move on in the video. And the third and most important one was making it ATS friendly. This point might be familiar to you and you have clicked this video just because the thumbnail is saying how to make an ATS friendly resume, right? For those who don't know, let me clarify this. Previously, HRs used to manually check each and every resume of the job application, but now that is not the case. With the increased unemployment, recession and all those things, even a 10k internship stipend might get thousands and lakhs of applications. But what happening is that many applicants are simply applying just because they are free and they don't have any genuine interest. They are just throwing their resumes to apply for the job. If I get, I will do. If I don't get, that's okay. Like that, they are applying. So now HRs are using the so-called ATS software. So how this works is that each job description has a specific details, like they will mention in the job description like what are the qualifications required for this job, what are the skill set required for this job, what are the certifications, etc., and soft skills, what are the required skills they require for that job. They will put it in the job description, and we will also give our resume while applying for the job, right? And these HRs will feed those resumes to a software called the ATS, and they will give that job description as well. What that ATS software do is that it will fetch the keywords from the job description, and it will fetch the keywords from these resumes as well, and it will match the job descriptions keywords with each of the resumes keywords, and it will generate a score. How this score generation happens is that if suppose this job description is having 100 keywords and my resume is having some keywords, it will match with try to match the keywords, and whichever the resume is having a high number of keywords with that job description, it will get the high score. And apparently those are the resumes which are not having those keywords will not get that much score. The ones with the highest score will get shortlisted for the next round. Now our goal is to make an ATS friendly resume. What is an ATS friendly resume? Some of you might be making your resumes in softwares like Word, Canva and all those things. Initially I have also done my resume in Word, but that is not a good thing because those resumes might have some image content, or some of them having graphical content like colors and images and all those things, but they will make it hard for the ATS software to fetch the keywords. So we should avoid those kind of resumes, and there is a free website called Overleaf where you can find the ATS friendly templates. So now in this video we will learn how to use our template. I have prepared a template for myself. You can use that, and if you don't like it, no problem. In that website you can find so many templates. You can freely use them. There is no need to pay as well. That website will really help you to make an ATS friendly resume. So in this video we will learn how to import a template and how to edit that template, and how to export as a PDF. So without any delay, let's get started. You can search here Overleaf resume templates. Now we can see there are so many templates here in this Overleaf website. From this also you can see that some of the resumes are containing some graphic elements, and some of them are plain. I would recommend these kind of resumes, like now the cursor is moving there, yeah. Like these resumes you can prefer for applying for the job, since these are not having any images or any graphical elements. They will make it easier for the ATS software to extract the keywords. I would prefer these these kind of resume templates. Now if you want, you can take any of these resumes and you can start editing. The process will be similar for every resume, like the editing thing is similar for every resume. But if you just want to use my template, just go click on login with Google, login with any of your mails, and just click here new project and click on blank project. And now while giving this project name, give your name underscore resume. Actually I have given ViNeel Arepalli underscore resume, but it should be like ViNeel underscore resume, your first name followed by underscore resume. because this is the traditional way for creating the resume. And if you, whatever the name you are giving to the project, after clicking the download PDF button, the same name will be given to that PDF as well. So if you gave another name also, that is fine. After downloading the PDF, you can edit that PDFs, you can rename that PDF. Now this is the blank project, so that's why it is showing this kind of interface. Now what you have to do is that you can just delete this main.tex. Now in the description of this video I have given a link to the sample.tex. that is the template I have prepared for myself, and I have given that template to my friends also, and they have successfully edited that resume, and they have applied for many jobs also, and some of them got shortlisted for the online assessment as well. So just give select files, and here select that sample.tex. Now click on this, and here click on recompile. You can get my resume template here. So now sometimes you may get this kind of interface. Just go to visual editor. So this is enough to edit your resume. If you want to add any more sections or like those kind of things, you have to use the code editor, but for now, for editing this kind of template, visual editor is fine. Now after making changes, like if you see, if I'm removing this, it is not reflecting here. You have to again click on recompile to get that reflected here. So what you have to do is that click on autocompile on, so that whenever you are making resume and click on save, you can just see that the changes are reflecting in the real time. So make sure to turn this on. And next, now let's try to recreate my resume. So here remove this and give your name. I'm giving ViNeel Arepalli. If you have a long name, give the one that is having, so what happened, yeah, give the one which is commonly used by everyone. So any of your name, if you are having 3-4 words in your name, just give the one which is commonly used and followed by your surname. So that is enough. And next, edit your phone number. I'm just giving some random number, and here while so it is also reflected. While if you are giving your email, not only editing this, you should also edit here also. Then only if you click here, just wait. So it is updated here, vinilcsc@gmail.com. This is my email. So if you don't update here, it will not redirect to your mailbox. So if a recruiter had clicked on this, it will not redirect to your Gmail box. So it is mandatory to edit here and here as well. And next, there are some links here. You can just put them if you have, otherwise you can just remove them. So yourwebsite.com, here I am having a portfolio website, that's why I'm giving here arepallivineel.com. and here also you have to give, while whenever you are editing links, make sure to replace that reference links as well. Your website.com, and here LinkedIn, GitHub also similarly you can just edit them. While this portfolio thing is not mandatory, it is good to have, not mandatory, but I would recommend for who are applying for IT field, having a GitHub and LinkedIn profiles is the biggest green flag for your resume. So make sure if you are applying for the development roles, so make sure to include your LinkedIn profile and maintain an active LinkedIn profile. And I will also make a video on that, how to maintain a good LinkedIn profile as well. For now, give that edit that LinkedIn profile. Similarly, GitHub as well. So now this first column is over. Now just coming to the education, and before coming to the education and experience section, the one question that arises is that should I include the experience first or the education first? Well, there is no perfect reason for perfect answer for this, but I will make it easy for you. If you are a student with above 8.5 CGPA or above CGPA, just include your education in the top. Otherwise, if you are applying for as a fresher, otherwise if you are having low CGPA, if you are having any internships in your profile, you should add them in the experience, and you should interchange this education and the experience. You can just cut this and paste here. Now you can see experience will go first and education will come down. So for now I'm having good CGPA, that's why I'm keeping the education section on the top. So that is what I will recommend. So if you are having any kind of if you have interned in some good companies or any notable companies, you should then also you can put that experience section on the top, and you can just place the education section below. For now I'm doing this. Here replace the university with your university or college name. Now we have completed our education section as well. Coming to the experience section, so what happens is here is that you have to put some kind of internships, whether let it be virtual or physical internships, to get shortlisted. But we cannot change that thing because companies are now preferring at least candidate having at least one internship. If you didn't get one before applying for any kind of jobs or any kind of summer internships, there are some kind of those websites are not those websites or organizations are not legit, but they're providing some kind of internships, like they are giving some tasks on some basic web development or some like that. You can just have them, or otherwise if you did some virtual internships from the AICTE, which is government affiliated, because now government is tying up with AICTE, and they're giving some virtual internships, offering like they're giving some courses, and they're just asking students to complete to get that virtual internship certificate. Actually they are good, and they are providing some sort of skill set for the students also. So try to grab at least one that kind of internship, and you can just put that in your experience. For me, I have did an internship during my diploma, so that's why I'm mentioning that. And how to put that thing, I will tell you now. So starting from the position, so intern means you can just put it like SDE intern or SWE intern, software engineering intern or software development intern, depending upon the role you are assigned to. You can just put that like SDE intern, and you can just edit the start date and end date, and give your company name here, and that location of that company. And while giving the description of the experience is important here. The first line of the internship description should include the responsibilities of that role or the project which you have assigned to, and the next line should include what you have achieved in that role so far by the end of your internship, and the third line should include that what skills, what technologies you have used during that internship. After these three things are mandatory for every internship description, I mean every experience description. I mean, if you can add something more which is meaningful to you, you can add those things as well. And if you got any achievements like some sort of appreciation letter or like that, you can just include them as well. They will definitely look good on your resume. So after giving one internship, if you have any other internship also, you can just copy this thing and paste here. Now you got the same experience template for your second experience also. Now you can start editing and give your details of the second internship also. While listing those experiences, make sure you list them in the reverse chronological order. I mean, if you should include the last did internship as the first one and before last one as the second one, like that you should include. That is as far as the experience is concerned. And for the projects plays a major role while you are applying as a fresher, because there is no way to prove your skill set other than the projects. While this is also similar, you can just give the project title. If you have did some e-commerce website, give that name of the e-commerce website. Like you can just if you don't have any name, you can just give that name like e-commerce platform, e-commerce application, like that. For the technologies used, you have to list the technologies. If you have did that project in MERN stack, list the technologies like React, Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB. You can just give them. If you have did in like Java full stack, give them like Spring Boot, MySQL. You can give that you can list the technologies, and start date and end date. While these are not mandatory, but you can give them as well. And while giving the project description, you should the first line of the project description should give a brief idea about your project. For example, if I have done an e-commerce platform, the first line should be like the application streamlines the process of buying and selling the products between the customers and the sellers by creating an user-friendly interface, like that. The first line should give a brief introduction of your project, and the second line should have, if you have did some many unique features you have implemented in your project, you can list them. Otherwise, you can just like what you have contributed to that project. If you have did a group project, what modules did you have contributed in that project, you can just list them as well. And the third one, like you are just listing out the technologies here. If you have used any other frameworks or tools which are apart from those technologies, like what you say, if you have used some sort of API or external API to into your that you have integrated in your project, you can just list them as well. And I have forgotten to add a GitHub or deployment link here. So what happens is that if you have multiple projects, give priority to the projects which are deployed. I mean, if they should be accessible from the public link. Generally, the deployed projects contains more value than those GitHub projects, because recruiters cannot just go through your GitHub profile and check every line of code that you have written. If you have deployed any project, they can just click on that and they can see your project. If you are going through any technical interviews, sometimes they may just ask just open up your project. If you are running on, if that is in your local machine, that is fine, absolutely fine. But sometimes you cannot just run that thing every time, like. So definitely the deployed projects contains more value than the GitHub projects. I mean those GitHub repository links. So you can just give that GitHub link and deployment link as well. If you don't have deployment link, just remove that and give the GitHub link only. I will just right now it is not having that GitHub link and deployment link here, but after completing the recording of this video, I will put those links also. While you are editing your template, you can just see them. Okay, going to skill summary. Now going to skill summary, here it is asking for the language. I will give C, C++, Java. In the web development, I will give HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. Like this you can give the tools and frameworks of this web development. And the database MySQL and MongoDB. And the cloud technologies, I know AWS, that's why. And the developer tools, VS Code, Selenium. I'm not listing everything here to make the video short. I will give the reference link of my resume in the description, and you can just get that in my portfolio website as well. Just go through that so that you can get a better idea what to include in your resume. And for the soft skills also, like teamwork, adaptability, like that you can give in your soft skills as well. And the next step is certifications. So certifications, like what should I include in certifications? If you have got some internship completion certificate, that is also a certification. But what I recommend is that if you have any global certifications, make sure to list them on the top. Like if you have did some certification from the AWS or Microsoft Azure or Python PCAP certification, like that, if you have done anything, just put them as well. They will definitely add weight to your resume. And how to give that? AWS certified cloud practitioner. Certification provide, who is going to provide that certification? Amazon Web Services. Here verify credentials, you don't have to touch anything. What is the certification URL? If you did any global certification, that certification provider will give you a publicly accessible URL link. Like I did some AWS cloud practitioner certification. Here the AWS gave me a public link. This link you can paste it anywhere. You will just get my details here that this certification was issued to ViNeel Arepalli. So every certification provider will give this. So what you have to do is that you can just copy this and give it here. Whenever someone clicking on this verify credentials, it will just redirect to this page. So make sure to list out every certification that you have. If you don't have that publicly accessible URL link, just upload that certificate in Google Drive, make that file as a publicly accessible, and you can just give that Google Drive link as well. That is also fine. Now this leadership and achievements thing is the real challenge. Like after giving my template to some of my friends, what they have asked me is that what should I include in this leadership? I don't have any kind of leadership experience, or I don't have any achievements. So first let me give you an overview of my thing. Here I did served as a president for a technical club in my university. That's why I have given club lead and technical club. I have given that what I have did during that period. I have given a brief one line. And I have participated in JP Morgan hackathon also. I have listed that. I have won in SIH internal round of hackathon. I have mentioned that. And I have got a scholarship from my university. And if you don't have any leadership or achievements thing, just rename this thing with extracurricular activities. And if you have participated in a hackathon, include that. If you have been a member to any of the club of your university, you can include that. There is no such thing that these should include in this section. This section you can take full liberty and you can put anything not related only to the technical hackathons and those kind of things. If you have did some if you are into singing, or if you are into dancing or those kind of things, if you have achieved something in those fields as well, you can just put them here. Now coming to this coding platform section, what happening is that nowadays these recruiters from these big companies are looking for the candidates who are actively doing the problem solving I mean programming regularly. So how to show that consistency that you are doing problem solving regularly is that whenever you are going to have any lead code profile or code chef profile, it will show a heat map here. It will whenever you are doing a single problem on that platform in a day, it will mark a green dot in this heat map. So that shows that you are consistently doing problem solving and practicing problems regularly. So you have to include them as well. There is no way to showcase your consistency other than this. You don't have to mention all these things like I have given a lead code chef and geeks for geeks. If you are consistent in at least one platform, that is enough. You can just give that, and you can remove the other two. There is no problem. And one more important thing I forgot to mention in the tutorial is that do not put skills in your resume just because they are in the job description, because while you are entering into the technical interviews and those managerial rounds, they will ask questions based on your resume only. If you don't have that skill and you are putting that in the resume, if they ask even a basic question, you couldn't answer that, and it will create a bad impression on you. So that's why don't put the skills to increase that ATS score, or you are thinking that my resume might get shortlisted. So even if it gets shortlisted, if you couldn't perform well, that doesn't make any sense, right? And after doing all these things, now you can see that download button, right? You can just click on that and your PDF will be downloaded into your downloads folder, and you can use that to apply for the jobs. Hope you find this tutorial useful. If so, comment useful in the comment section below and share it with your job seeking friends as well. And that's it. I will be back with another video, hopefully that LinkedIn, how to maintain a good LinkedIn profile. Until then, this is ViNeel signing off. Keep smiling.